What's going on, guys? GM85 here. It is Happy Friday. Let's do week number 2. What's ended up in the bag, guys? And Happy Friday. And I'm going to be working tomorrow. So everything that's in this bag and my whole box is getting organized, top to bottom. So see this what's ended up in here this week. Kawich smart meter. I like this meter for 45 bucks. Super bright. I like it a lot. I like the little non-contact voltage thing. Works pretty cool. I just like having a small little meter like that. Good meter to have. Little soldering kit. Little power probe one. Brought this back to work for more functionality instead of being plugged into a wall. My old discontinued impact driver from Makita that someone has generously labeled Tony in pink. Surprisingly still works for as old as it is. Tap sockets, the big size. These are going to be hanging at the house for a TTS video. Don't need to hear any of that. T-handle with a grip edge. Not a grip edge, but a bolt biter from Gear Wrench. So this is hanging out at the house for the weekend as well. Klein crimpers. Been getting lots of use of those. Green paint marker, which is my color mostly. My rebuilt snap-on impact. A box of everyone's favorite worm clamps. Been replacing lots of hoses and tubing this week. A little precision screwdriver that I was trying to keep clean, but did not say that way. Mini pry bar from Mayhew. Dykes. Angled Nipex pliers. I surprisingly don't use these a lot, really, but they come in handy. Some Klein wire loom type stuff. Common use socket rail that I made specifically for work ended up in here. Just all my common stuff. Thread chase set, M12 custom made, and made for impact use, ball ends. Just all my everyday common stuff I could use for any of my job on a regular build, which I'm going to make for the community boxes this weekend. These came back home for some reason. Sorry, some of my favorite. That's my favorite set of pliers at the moment. A couple of T fittings, one with a JIC and a triple T fitting. I actually use these for the first time in a very long time on some brass fittings. Don't use them all the time because I tend to grab these guys, but these guys are rather aggressive where, you know, it's nice to have this option. Even though these are very expensive, they are still nice to have. The ratchet came home as well. This thing gets a lot of use still. Still need to get the long neck version. Purple paint pen. This isn't a shop rack. This is actually a flour sack. But works good for cleaning stuff up quickly. Very absorbent. A 10 millimeter I actually used for the first time in months. I don't use a lot of metric, surprisingly. The power coil kit, which is, this is my favorite brand, but even over here, all your standard stuff's in here. This is not the standard bit that it came with, but it's 13 millimeter for doing this, your oversized tab. I put a thread chase in here, mini tap, and a test bolt. And I just tend to buy replacements of these in packs of 10 since that's what I need the most of. So you can get these kits for, I think, 50 bucks for any set, and then you go to PowerCore's website, you could get each individual unit in the kit separately. So keeping that for the TTS project as well. Pliers, snap on the Allen 47 ACFs. I'm waiting for the small version to come in, but I use these a lot actually. I use these to actually take heater coils out when they start backing out. My wire strippers, which I need to find out if they still make, because We need to do more data cutting, and those are the small guys. This came home again for some reason. Mid-length 10 millimeter. Just a long ratchet. A little plumbing cap for JIC. Another plumbing cap in a actual cap. Looks like I've done a lot of plumbing this week. Little pair of Klein flush cuts. Nice to have those as well. Tape measurer. This is my old standard one. It's older than some of the guys I work with. These I use for electrical connections, not pulling boots or anything, because I just turn them upside down and I can get in there with a little angle and twist it off. And it's surprisingly the right size. That's the only pair in the shop that works. Insulated Klein Stubby Phillips. Those just tend to live in the bag, this is everyday carry stuff. Nice old 3/8 snap-on. Little hook pick. This is made by Wild Tools, guys. If anyone's interested, they made the wooden handle picks. Now, this whole set came home. I think I just tossed it in the bag. This is an SP Allen key set. Finish is nice, but it's a little too slick most days. And also, for everyday use for me, the magnets kind of came out of a few of them. And unfortunately, this is the 8 millimeter and the 10 millimeter, which get some of the most use. And I lost the magnets in them. So you might want to figure out how that is, or maybe, I should treat things a little better. But these are nice Allen keys. They're still in good shape for, I think, a couple years old. I got the American set as well. 8 millimeter Allen key. 7/8 right grip wrench. I didn't like the satin at first, but it's grown on me. It has a softer feel in the hand. A little homemade thread chase. I just kind of glue them into whatever socket fits them. And then another insulated Klein. But I do this instead of having it. It's just part of a grab and go thing I've been doing, making common use thread repair things. A quarter drive right grip, which I don't remember the last time I used quarter drive, but it was nice to have that size. This is turning into my everyday ratchet because it's so small and compact. It gets everywhere I need to go. Part of a maxi glove set. Probably I only have one of them in there right now. Little quarter drive flexible 3/8 SK LP90 with a Koken swivel and a little 5/16 on for doing worm clamps and stuff. I like the Koken solo heads, actually. They're nice. I haven't bought the rest. Little Blue Point 5/16 with my little baby crescent wrench. Precision flathead screwdriver. It's more of a pick than anything for terminals. This is actually a specialty thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's for removing helicoils. Most is what I use it for. And it works really well for as small as it is. The only thing is it does this. So this is very useful to have. So that's part of the oh shit drawer. Quarter drive deep socket. A long 4 millimeter Allen socket. This is made by Garance. I'm thinking of switching over to the snap-on ones because I've had the Garance ones come out of there. The shanks come out of here on a few of them. Okay. T20 T-handle. This whole set mostly stays at home except for this one because this has the most use for me at work. My mini Cobras. This is my everyday flathead, chisel, whatever you want to call it. Philo. I lost the little leather thing. Sometimes the shank does pop out, so just kind of pop her back in place. And it's been a good screwdriver. It feels good in the hand. Set bolt. Wooden handled Phillips. 6-in-1 just kind of stays in the bag, I think, at all times now. Pinch pliers. These ones really suck. Not a fan of them, but it's what we got. I'm trying to get more of these ones. These are made by Imperial. This is the HP 55. I like this style more than that one. Little quarter drive gear wrench with a 10mm deep. It's a really good ratchet. A ball bearing and carabiner. This normally holds my spare key to the box. Second set bolt for holding stuff in place. My knife and my pen light. Stuff that stays in the bag. A 1/2-inch Allen key. More caps and plugs. So looks like a lot of plumbing got done this week. A little flathead Phillips or flathead screwdriver. I don't know what a flathead Phillips would be, but made a new thing. Sharpie for making my marks. Another made up thread chaser. This is 7/16 by 10. Flip around screwdriver. Thread pitch gauge. This is the fractional one. Very useful to have for everything. And spare key to the box. And that's everything that's ended up in the little bag this week, guys. So we're gonna take it all back to work and go through the box and clean the entire box up top to bottom, guys. This is GM85. Everyone enjoy their Friday.